baby. Not for sale.
South Florida postal workers expressing frustration during a protest today. They say your mail could be delayed, but the biggest worry is the November election. In the primary, a record number of voters voted by mail because of the pandemic. NBC6 reporter Willard Shepard is live in Overtown with the details. Willard?
Well, good evening to you, Jackie. They had a protest and demonstration here behind me earlier in the day. These postal workers say they work for the taxpayers. They don't want to be involved in any politics, but they're sending up the red flag saying the things they're seeing so far, the changes made during the summer are slowing the mail down, and they're worried about the fall in those mail-in ballots.
Not selling, baby. Not for sale.
Postal workers demonstrating in South Florida are among other demonstrations across the country.
We're the postal workers, but the service belongs to the people.
The union says some residents may not be getting their medicines and other important items on time because the man who took over in June removed some high-speed mail sorters, locked postal boxes, and slashed overtime.
We've been doing this over 200 years, and mail-in ballots have been going on since the Civil War. It's never been a problem. So it's the election year, this is census year, it's the year of the pandemic, it's the year of a race issue. It's just so much going on in 2020, and now they want to mess with the United States Postal Service.
And it's those mail-in ballots of special concern to the union and two Democratic congresswomen who were out here today.
Just yesterday in the House Oversight Committee, we saw Postmaster General admit that under his leadership, service has been delayed, and also admit that he will not reverse any changes and the damage has already been done.
Louis DeJoy denies your vote will be impacted.
Postal Service is fully capable and committed to delivering the nation's election mail securely and on time.
When it comes to voters choosing to vote with ballots sent to their homes, record numbers for the August primary in South Florida. In Miami-Dade, almost 263,000 voters cast mail-in ballots, 62% of the total vote, and up almost 20% from the primary 2 years ago. 3,100 ballots came too late to be counted, just over 1%, and about the same for those who made errors, and their vote wasn't counted.
We had an unprecedented turnout overall.
In Broward, 67% of voters used the mail-in ballot option.
The outreach appears to have been very successful. We had about 420,000 vote-by-mail requests, many of those responsive to our overture to seek out a vote-by-mail ballot.
And when it comes to those vote-by-mail ballots in Broward County, we found out just a few moments ago that there are about 2,600 of them that came too late to be counted after the deadline of 7 p.m. on the August 18th. The elections directors here in South Florida say vote early. If you think it's a long way off, they say not really. In just about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, these mail-in ballots will be headed out to South Florida voters. Live in downtown Miami, Willard Shepard, NBC6 News.